Welcome guys. If you're not aware, I also have a crime channel where I do tarot, spirit sessions and case analysis. If you're into that, subscribe guys. There's a link in the description box below. I'll see you over there. Hi lovelies, welcome. So glad you could be here with me today. I hope you're all doing really well, having a beautiful week. We're going to be looking at the twin flames, the divine masculine right here with the Morgan Greer Tarot. Wow, did you just see that orb? Hello spirit, we love you. And we've also got the White Sage Tarot for the feminines, which I'm loving. So I just want you to put your person in mind, okay? Put your divine masculine or divine feminine in mind. And we're going to get this reading done very soon. I don't know about you, but I feel like there's a lot of healing happening in our dream state with our twin. I feel like there's I've had extreme trauma with mine. My God, I've even questioned so many times, is this person my twin? Because there's just so much pain. But you know what? Twins do bring in pain, you know? It's not so much that they're... And I know it sounds wrong saying that, because unlike a karmic energy, some karmics can be very toxic. Some karmics are fine. You know, they just bring in lessons and then we pick ourselves up and we move on and we're happy, we're good. But depending on how much trauma we are already carrying within ourselves, okay, from our childhood or past lives even, if we've got heaps of trauma built up that we have not even healed over time, and then we meet our twin, who is our greatest teacher, by the way, and they do something or say something, because, you know, they're human after all. They're not just some angelic being coming in. Well, we are technically, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all here on a human journey, and we forget sometimes of who we are at our core. And so it's natural for our twins to come in and, you know, maybe we sign a contract with them, you know, before reincarnating here, to say, you know what, I want to meet up with you, and when you come into my life, you're going to smack me awake by triggering all the things within me that I need to heal. And it's going to be hurtful, and it's going to be painful, and I'm going to hate you for a while, but I'm going to always love you. And I'm going to try and learn about forgiveness as well, and compassion, and self-love, you know, and healing, and all those things. Because I have a higher mission here. I need to be able to ascend into the higher realms and shed all these shadows. I need to come to terms and accept these shadows within me, and you're the one who's going to help me. You're going to be my greatest teacher coming in here to help me to unravel all the stuff that's ugly that I have to confront. And people are going to think that's not your twin, that's a karmic. But you know what? Twins can harm us, not in an evil way to destroy us, but they do hurt us because they have to trigger that pain within. They have to be a mirror to us. We have to look at them. They're the only ones that we're going to look into and see what we need to heal. Yeah. Because a karmic can only be a mirror, you know, in a certain way, but not like a loving twin. So yes, our twins can hurt us. They can trigger us, especially if you've got deep-seated trauma within you. I know I have. I've still got heaps of layers and layers of years and past life traumas that I'm still going through and dealing with right now. And my twin, he's triggered heaps within me that I've had to heal, even just over the last few years as well now. And he thinks he's doing the right thing. I'm sure there are things that he knows he's done wrong that he might feel hopefully guilty about and has some kind of conscience. But I think in his mind, he thinks he's doing the right thing. And unfortunately, I've tried to be a mirror to him, and I don't think he's getting it. He's not seeing it. It's the self-righteous energy, you know. Even feels a bit like a narcissistic energy at times coming through. Which I'm sure some of you can relate with your twin as well. That they're, you know, for some of you there has been this deep pain. They're bringing up things for you that are so painful. How could they do this? yeah. But they're not evil. Like, I've had a very bad karmic partner in my life many years ago who was evil. I'm not joking, bad to the core. Just tried to destroy me and my children. And the damage was done for a long time. And it's interesting when you think of your childhood traumas, your past life traumas, if they haven't been shed or dealt with along the way, and then you meet your twin, and then they come in and they only have to say something so insensitive, or, you know, ghost you or cheat on you or whatever they might do. That's going to create this massive turmoil and overreaction. You know, well, it's not an overreaction when you've been betrayed, you know. But I'm just talking about, even if it's something like them pulling back. Some of you will really feel this pain when they pull back. It's like an abandonment. It's like, this person doesn't love me anymore. And that's a childhood trigger. That's an abandonment issue. And a lot of us have different attachment trauma styles, like trauma attachment styles. And our twins are the ones that teach us that we need to self-love, we need to have compassion. They're the ones that help us face our shadows and have to get to the ugly stuff to be able to unravel it all and face it and confront it and heal it and transform it to become better high vibrating beings, okay? High vibrational beings. And that's what I think our twins are there for. But there are some people who do come in, and even twins that can really harm us. You know, they really do hurt us. And nobody has to put up with any abuse. I don't care if they're your twin or not. Nobody has to put up with any abusive behavior to the point where it makes you feel really shit about yourself and is damaging to your self-esteem. You know, but this is all part of why there's separation, I feel, too, because it can get really intense, not just the loving aspect of it and the souls coming together and connecting, but there's also the triggers that are so painful. And yeah, it's really quite a crazy journey at times. And nobody can tell you whether your twin is your twin or not, because only God knows. Only you and your twin, really, at the end of the day, and God knows. We don't always understand what the journey is, what the lessons are coming in as well. We just have to try and work it out, you know. And I don't hate my twin. If anything, I've questioned over time, God, is this person my twin? Like, how can they be? But, you know, there's just, I can't even explain it. You know when you know, you know. You know when you know, you know. Yeah. But it's interesting. I've been dreaming of this other being around me of a nighttime. I'm dreaming of this other energy coming in, another masculine, and they're high vibrating. They're like, when I say that, they're vibrating really on a high frequency. And I'm thinking, is this like another twin trying to come in? And I know that sounds weird. Maybe it's not another twin. I've always thought there's no other twins. Some people think there's more than one twin. I seriously can't grasp that concept. I've always thought the word twin means two. So, you know, two people as one. So maybe it's just a similar energy to a twin. Might have another label. I don't know. But I've been dreaming of this person, and they're connecting with me on the 5D in my dream space. So I don't know who that is. I don't know where they are. But you know, it's interesting. It's just really interesting, because I know that this person I'm talking about as my twin, my real twin, you know, if it is my real twin, it's definitely not going to work out in this timeline. There's no wanting to grow. Like on his side, there's just no wanting to be held, holding himself accountable for anything. No wanting to look at himself in the mirror and work on things within himself. That's just my belief there, because it's proven it. But yeah, I don't hate him. I try and send him love. I try and pray over it. It's very hard when you've gone through extreme pain like that, and you can just be yourself and your best self at the end of the day and just keep going on in life and raising your vibration and following your dreams and your pursuit of happiness, you know, the pursuit of happiness they call it, don't they? And yeah, so whatever your situation is, you may not have any kind of traumas in your connection. If anything, some of you might just be on totally different timelines, trying to understand the connection, or maybe, you know, you've met and then it's been years, or you've had some kind of connection and it's just not worked out for whatever reason, but there may not be any traumas there, and that's absolutely beautiful. That's really beautiful, to not have that, you know. I think our twins can be our greatest teachers. I think they're meant to come in and mirror to us all the things we are to heal. And if anyone's going to really smack us awake, it's a twin. I'm telling you. So yes, karmics can come in and do that, but I don't think they have the same effect in terms of spiritual growth and evolution and really looking within and getting the mission than, you know, having that from a twin. Yeah, so the twins are definitely going to come in and help us, and it's a contract we sign, I believe, before we reincarnate, that okay, we're going to come in and we're going to trigger the hell out of each other so that we can grow and evolve and be resilient and strong, because I think there's something greater than just this earth plane. There's something greater in the higher spheres that we need to be able to like ascend to. We need to level up, and the way to do it is we're students in life. We're also teachers. We've come here to teach others about love and compassion and heal the world, but we're also learning on that journey too. Yeah, we're trying to learn and remember who we are, and I think our twins are triggering that within us. So the twin flame journey is not always about just coming together in a romantic connection down here. That's all part of it, absolutely. There's a lot of passion, there's chemistry, magnetism, everything. But I think we fall into the trap of trying to mold it into this traditional relationship where we're having this, you know, beautiful house with a picket fence and the family and the dogs in the yard and the children. I think that can happen, don't get me wrong. I feel like we can come into union with our twins and we can enjoy that life with them. But it's maybe rare, you know. I think that the twins are meant to come here for a purpose, to help heal the world. And if they can't be together to do it, hopefully they can evolve and learn and, you know, independently and get out there in the world and help those who need the help, whilst also healing ourselves, you know, and learning on the journey as well. Yeah, wow, I didn't mean to get so personal. I do sometimes, though, on occasion, will share my story with you guys, and it has been very, very painful. Even more so than when I spoke about it years ago, you know, with you guys in another video. More stuff's happened since then, and it's extremely painful. Yeah. And there's nothing you can do to force it to heal, you know. You just have to be able to pick yourself up and work with the spiritual realms to bring in healing and peace and connect with them in that way, hopefully, if it's meant to be, if they're open to that. But as I said, there's another energy coming in around me in my dreams. It's quite amazing. So maybe that person is helping me to overcome whatever traumas have happened around this as well. I don't know, but let me know what your journey is. I'm interested in learning about what's going on for you guys. You know, some of you are in separation, or a lot of you are, and it's painful just being apart from each other. There may not even be any issues really. It's just that being apart from each other, it's just really painful. And yeah, and I mean, sometimes they will shut down or ghost, or, you know, it's their time to process and things like that, or years go by and you just don't hear from them and it dissolves away, but they're always on your mind, vice versa. But I just feel that if you're not meant to be with your twin in this lifetime, there is somebody else coming in for you that may not be better, but it may be what you just need right now in your life, as you know, where you are at on your journey right now. Somebody who's vibrating at your frequency. Like attracts like. And you know, we all heal and evolve at different rates, different pace, you know, at a different pace from other people. And our twins need to catch up at times. But, you know, it's just about being able to surrender to that journey and say, you know what will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Yeah. Everybody's got different, you know, pain and different levels of trauma that they're undergoing, that our twin will trigger within us. And at times they can do painful things. There are things that happen in the human condition, that happens in the human condition, that is affecting the other because they think they're doing the right thing. Yeah, so it's been an extremely painful journey. And yeah, they can definitely do some things that they need to answer to God to one day as well. You know, that's just how it is. I believe that. I do believe that. And, yeah. What's that song from Gracie Abrams? Gracie Abrams, I think it is. Abrams. She's amazing. I love her song. That song, I Should Hate You. Man, that's just like so onto it. But anyway, this is just for those who've undergone, you know, so much pain. But this reading could be so different. This could be such a loving reading today, like nothing to do with what I just talked about. And hopefully it is a loving reading. I really want to bring that in for you guys. You know, I don't want to be negative about the twin flame journey. There's so many beautiful things about the journey. You know, like there's so much beautiful stuff when you're connecting, when you're understanding each other, when you are on the same level as each other, when you are each other's best mate, you know, that friendship, that soul bond, you're understanding each other, you get each other. The chemistry is out of this world, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know, mine would sabotage. And it's so funny because he would turn around and tell me that I was sabotaging. And then I thought to myself, shit, is he right with that? And I actually did a whole analysis, a self-analysis, like thinking, how am I sabotaging? And then I realized, hang on a minute, you're the one sabotaging. You're the one that's saying these things to trigger a reaction. And I reckon it was deliberate half the time, to trigger a reaction so that there would be a separation. Because he was getting too close. That's what I believe. And so it's actually quite interesting when they're blaming you for something, but they're actually doing it. And I seriously think he was oblivious to the fact that he was the one doing that. So boggles my mind, blows my mind with that kind of thing. And he's a genius. I'm not joking. He is a very intelligent person, but maybe emotionally, he's very immature in a lot of ways, you know. So that's part of that growth, with the masculines needing to grow and awaken and become that divine masculine where they're stepping up and being accountable and being able to look at themselves and work through the shadows and the layers and the things they're in denial with and running from. Because it's usually the masculines that are running from themselves as well as the connection. So unfortunately with my situation, there was one thing that led to another, a domino effect that has led to this most painful outcome. And it's just unfair in a lot of ways, but there's got to be a higher purpose. There's got to be a higher reason for these things. It's all I can think of. And I've just got to trust in God, you know, that there's a higher purpose for this stuff. Because I don't believe at his core that he's an evil person. I know who he is. He's a sensitive soul deep down within himself. He is sensitive. He is a really beautiful, caring, empathic, generous person. That's who he is at his core. But this other stuff, man, oh God, it's crazy shit. I'm just going to say that. Oh my God, you know, far out. So that's my story so far. I don't want to get into all the personal stuff even more so, but yeah, you get my drift, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying with this. So I can understand a lot of you have gone through pain to the point where you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I have to walk away. And then other ones, you know, other people that I'm hearing and reading your comments are so beautiful. Like you're going to see them soon, or they're thinking of you, or you're in contact and they're saying beautiful things and it's all working out. You know, or even if there is a little bit of pain and you haven't seen each other for so long, there's just so much love still there. And I really love that, guys. We're going to get started. I'm going to clear this energy again, okay? Just so we can wipe that clean now. Thank you, angels. I had to get that out. But yeah, I do like to share my story sometimes with you guys. Just to let you know where I'm at. And that I'm human too, and that there's extreme pain going on that I'm trying to deal with as well. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get started. We're going to do a masculine energy and a feminine energy right here. Okay, let's do it. Archangels. I'm asking the archangels. Why am I calling them in? I didn't even know I was going to say that. This is part of the channeling already. Archangels, who's coming in? Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. Oh, no, I'm hearing Archangel Shamuel and Haniel are also here with us. Actually, they're the ones I'm mainly tuning into right now. Thank you. So they're coming in. Archangel Shamuel and Haniel are coming in around your connection right now, bringing a healing, balance, and harmony. And also Haniel works with the moon cycles, the emotions of things. So it could be we're coming into a new moon in Taurus this week. This is a timeless energy anyway, but definitely maybe there's some very magical, beautiful, no, what am I getting? Yes, it is transformative and magical, like a release of emotion as well, which would be more around a full moon. But the new moon's bringing in beautiful, yeah, like fresh inspiration maybe. But let's have a look for the masculine, right? Thank you, angels. What energy is the masculine currently sitting in right now? Oh my gosh, look, happy. I want to make you smile again. So he could be thinking about the feminine and happy memories between them. But I feel like he's in an elated spirit. He might be feeling really content in his life right now. Maybe there's a birthday or celebration. I've got the balloons there too. So there could be something around that as well coming in. Well, and yep, oh my gosh, look at that. This is his workplace. So he is just in his happy space, happy place, literally maybe at work, doing things he loves, building things, making things, being focused, putting his head down, and maybe, you know, earning his coin. There's something he's enjoying doing right now. It could be a hobby. There's some skill he's perhaps taking on and learning. So he's in his happy place when he may be being alone, working alone, and just creating something here. That's beautiful. What about the feminine? What current energy is she in right now? And I think that whilst he's actually, hang on, do that again, I didn't focus. I think he's actually smiling as he's working. He's deep in thought as well about the feminine and the connection. Yeah. And okay, so the feminine's energy is interesting. I've been lying to myself and you, deceive. Is she wearing a mask? But this is just in her general life too, don't forget. So let's have a look what's happening with the feminine around this, please. What's going on with the feminine? The Nine of Swords. Oh, there's a lot of anxiety here for the feminines. Maybe there's insomnia, not sleeping at night. Might feel that she's not being her authentic self right now, that she's kind of worried about something right now. And it could be that she feels, if this is to do with the masculine, that she's not showing who she truly is right now. It could be that she's making things out to be okay in her life. And, you know, even if it's on social media or when they're together, she's maybe just thinking, oh, everything's okay, when deep down there's something going on within her that she may not be sharing. It's on her mind. It could be insecurity. But this is in her general life as well. So there could be just some stress in her own life where she feels like she's just not living her true self, okay? She's not allowing her true self to shine here. So let me get another one on that. The Nine of Pentacles. This is a self-esteem thing going on here. So maybe she feels like she's just not really where she wants to be in the world right now, in her career, in her status. Maybe just not feeling very good about herself right now. So the masculine, what is he feeling for the feminine on a deeper level right here? Wow. Faithful, I know we will find our way back to each other in divine time. And wild, nothing can tame a spirit like this. And weak, I'm about to break. So he's been just really getting on with things, maybe methodically, just going to work day in and out, you know, doing what he loves doing. And maybe in some way there might have been some kind of unfaithfulness between them. There could have been a betrayal. You know, it could have been that he at the moment is just, it could be the feminine or him that is a little free and wild at the moment, just being able to go and chase dreams and do what they want to do. It's either him or her doing that, and I'm about to break weak. So, oh, look at that. I've just got that one there. Can we forgive and forget, surrender? So it could be that at the moment he's just keeping to himself. He may not be reaching out to her, but it could be that he wants to let her know that he is faithful to her. He is thinking about her. He's not moving on, or whatever it might be. I feel like he wants to come forward and maybe break the ice, maybe say something, maybe an apology, or be the first one to reach out, because maybe they're both just not reaching out to each other. Yeah, look at that, the Eight of Cups. This is the emotional abandonment. This is the walking away from something. So it could be that he walked away from this connection, or she's walked away. One of them has walked away and is not facing things. There might be still things that need to be said that haven't been really expressed. So what's the feminine's deeper energy for the masculine, the deeper feelings here? What's the feminine's deeper feelings here, please? So nobody cares, isolation. Yeah, I was going to say with the Knight of Pentacles, could be that she's single or just on her own at the moment, feeling, yeah, just feeling isolated at the moment. Page of Cups, yeah, deep in her emotions, trying to understand her emotions, in reflection mode, just taking time out for herself. Page of Wands as well, yeah. So I feel like in some ways the feminines might be just maybe reverting, I should say, back to a situation. Yeah, they feel a little inferior at the moment. There's something going on here. There are maybe new passions, something starting to stir in her soul that she wants to pursue something else. She might be feeling a little restless, not really sure where she's meant to be. But there is a burst of energy coming through for the feminines. But I feel like these cards are looking over at the masculine. So there could be something that she's doing where she's trying to gain some information. Maybe she's also, you know, in some ways wanting to reach out to him and break the ice as well. Yes, but it's only something small. Yeah, some of them might have a cuppa in their hands and just be watching his social media or something along those lines. What does he actually want with her? What does the masculine want with the feminine at this stage? What does the masculine want with the feminine, please? Look at that. I miss you and your warmth. So he misses her. We got the happy, the sunshine, the warmth. He is reminiscing about that. Yeah. Not the cold energy that may be there. Look at that, the Hermit. So he might be feeling, yeah, once again, he's alone. He's on his own thinking about this. And look at that. Beautiful. This is the gorgeous energy right here. This is the Six of Cups. This is wanting to return to her. He's deep in thought, reminiscing, going within, deep within his soul, thinking about her, feeling her. It might be a little cold in himself right now. He might feel like his life is a bit cold without her. And she brings him happiness. Okay, I had a phone call, sorry guys, but we're going to be checking in on what I saw. It feels a little cold without the Divine Feminine right now, and he really just wants that warmth, that connection, then being able to, you know, get back to when they were like best mates, you know, being able to, you know, have fun together. And it's like this is the childhood dream, to be with somebody who is your soulmate. And this is the Virgo energy right here as well. And Sagittarius, I see that as Pisces. So let's have a look here. What is the Divine Feminine wanting with this connection with the masculine? What does she want from the connection right here? What is the Divine... Wow, it's way too many. Holy moly. Let's have a look. So Divine Feminine, what do you want with... Wow, there it is. Secrets. I hate not knowing what's going on. So, okay, the Divine Feminine might be feeling that the Divine Masculine is kind of just hiding away, being the hermit here. And, yeah, once again, another face looking this way to the masculine side here. So she's really keeping an eye on things, maybe very curious about what's going on in his life right now. She might want to... you know not only what's on his mind, but what's in his heart space right now. And the Seven of Cups is all about choices, decisions, choosing wisely. And yeah, I think she wants to make sure... Oh, look, there's another cup of coffee. So it's like the Seven of Cups. It is called the Cups. I see it's like a cup of coffee. But it's funny, you know, I feel like maybe she's wondering, who is he sitting down and having coffee with? Has he got somebody in his life? We've got the Eight of Pentacles here as well. So it could be that at the moment she is a little obsessed about what he's doing. And yeah, she's really watching him intently with all these eyes on him, right? These eyes on him. So she wants him to see that this is worth fighting for, that, you know, the hard work needs to be put into this. And some feminines may have... they could have ran away from this. They might be the ones who are scared, running scared from this as well. And it's not saying that, it's just more of a feeling that she's hiding away, maybe just curious what's going on with him. Maybe he's really just working on his life and his skills right here and just glowing up in life and rising up, and she's just curious, like, what's going on with him. Is he thinking of her? You know, she's fantasizing about this. She's deep in her thoughts, deep in her curious energy. What's he doing? And the masculine's energy here. What's the masculine's energy here? We got this one here, which is strength and weakness. So he rests his head in her lap so that for a moment she could stroke his mane. She knows when he needs that moment, where she becomes his strength and his weakness, and that he is safe to be all things with her. With you, they feel they are strong and can be safe to express vulnerability. You are their strength and weakness. So that's how he feels. You know, he wants to be that way, where he can just come to her and just lay his head on her lap and just feel like he can surrender into her arms, but also that she's strong enough to, deal with his vulnerabilities as well as her own. So maybe in some ways the feminines may have been reading something or misinterpreting something that he has been saying or doing or not doing. He could just be somebody who's just deep in his own thoughts and doesn't share a lot. And she's really keen, like, what's on your mind? What are you feeling? For me, you know, what are you feeling about this connection? So he does see her as a strong rock, but he also sees that she is his weakness, that he can just melt into her arms, and he might be a little afraid to just open completely up to her at the moment whilst there's a bit of this energy going on here. So let's see, what is the feminine doing? What is she actually doing? And there's nothing she's really doing badly. I just don't feel like she's in the best space in her heart, in her mental space right now. Maybe feeling a little bit vulnerable herself, and just needs to, be really kind to herself at this time. Feminines, what's that one there? Fragment. Sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. This signifies someone who is feeling broken and shattered. So she may not feel completely whole right now. She might be feeling a little void, okay, without the masculine, that she's not complete without him in her life. You know, it's very different energies here. I see a very strong, happy energy here with the masculine, just getting on with his life and doing all the things that make him feel free and happy, and he's just content with whatever he's doing. It looks like it's really career related, hobby related, whatever it is there, things he's chasing, his dreams. And the feminine is over here watching and curious, but also maybe feeling a little left out, feeling a little inadequate or inferior to this energy here, and wants to be a part of it, but may not feel necessarily good enough within herself right now. So she may be feeling a little ashamed as to how she reacted to something, or handled something. Maybe that could be something there. All right, so what are some messages? We're going to get the messages. What does the masculine want to say to the feminine? Whoop, there flew out in a weird way. He says, I feel like I've been missing you my whole life. You're my lost paradise. I could listen to your voice for days on end. So he really loves her voice. There's something soothing about her voice. Maybe she's got a good singing voice. Maybe the feminines have sung to him before. But yeah, I feel like he really loves her talking voice. It's very gentle, and he just finds it a lullaby to his ears. It's like we share the same mind and heart, he says. And the feminine, see, he's actually feeling really good about her, though. He doesn't see her in the light that she's feeling like she's in right now. So he's not seeing her in that way. And maybe the feminines are worried that he is looking at her in that way. But I don't feel he is. He's missing her warmth. He wants to make her happy and shine and rise up. And she says, I want to be there for you, there to take care of you. So she does, you know, really want to nurture him like that lion. There's Leo energy. And I think we got Scorpio there with the secrets. All I ever wanted and needed is you. And how do I get you alone? Yeah, so she's saying he's busy. He's busy. He's focused on other things. Okay, so the masculine's shadow energy says, I am racked with guilt. So there's something going on where he feels bad. And his higher self says, I know our love is strong and can weather any storm. And the feminine shadow says, I need you all to myself. How do I get you alone? I need you all to myself. I don't want to share you with anybody else right now. And her higher self says, I feel your warmth even from a distance. See how they're both craving, oh my God, this phone. See how they're both craving each other's warmth? So he knows that she's got a beautiful warmth to her. She's not necessarily in that energy right now, feeling it like all consuming, okay? It's not consuming her. But he's missing that within her. And maybe he is aware of this, maybe a little bit of a detached energy. And he's just missing that from her. He wants that again with her, that warm energy coming in where they're really close and bonded. And he says to the feminine, I want to share the rest of my life with you. I'm ready to build a happy, secure family together. And I dream about you all the time. And when I wake, I swear it feels like we were really together. And when I lose myself and feel imbalanced, you keep me grounded. So yeah, she's definitely a grounding tool for him as well. And the feminine, that doesn't sound right as a tool, grounding tool, but she's definitely a great influence for that. And the feminine, when she's in her good power, she is. And wow, that's amazing how they fly out. She says, you have helped me face my fears head on, and you give me butterflies every time I feel your body close to mine. So there is like almost like this awe. She's like looking at him in awe. She looks up to him. And I'm working hard on myself. I want you to be proud of me. Okay, so let's have a look. What's the action? What is the masculine going to be doing as the action towards the feminine at this time? Okay, he's nervous. My anxiety is worse than ever before. I'm constantly worried and insecure. Such a different energy to this other energy. So this other energy where he's alone, going within, just, you know, working on his skills or craft or whatever he's doing, is really happy. He's in his mind and in his feels, thinking and reminiscing about the feminine, and, you know, wanting, and is feeling faithful towards her, maybe thinking of reaching out to her. But the action here is feeling nervous, I think, around that. Let's see another one here. Let's see another one for the masculine. What is this? Independent. I admire your freedom to be who you truly are, and you inspire my mind and fill me with light. Creative. See, I'm telling you, he looks at the feminine in this strong, confident, free, wild, free spirit. You know, it's who she is, because we see the wild card right here. You can't tame a spirit like this. So he sees that she's quite free and independent, just doing her own thing, and he might feel a little nervous about, you know, rocking that at the moment, because he does see that she is an inspiration to him. He's looking up to her. It's like they're, you know, looking up to each other and in their strengths. But what is he nervous about? I want to get that energy. What is he nervous about here? He might actually feel so in awe of her that he might have some insecurities or vulnerabilities. Am I good enough? He might be thinking for her. That's the World. Yep, there we go. So that's success. It's the completion of a cycle, and it's the end of a journey. What's he doing? Balancing. Yep, balancing right here. Toing and froing. Do I, don't I? That's that nervousness. Like, maybe he feels that she's in a space that he doesn't want to come in and rock that boat whilst she's on her healing journey or chasing things. But she's at the moment in this energy, I wouldn't know if it's an insecurity as such, but she's definitely not feeling the absolute best in herself right now. She's looking over at him and wondering, what are you doing in life? Are you moving on and upwards and leaving me behind? You know, it could be that. But he's looking at her in a different light. He's looking at her as independent and strong, and doesn't want to come in and ruin anything that she's got happening for her right now. That's what that looks like to me. What does he want to say to her? Baby, you're the one I love. You're the one I need. I will choose you every day and always. And he does feel like she's his world. And you are the best thing that has ever happened in my life. Could be that some of you are worlds apart as well. You could be overseas from each other. And I feel I have loved you for 1,000 years and more. Oh, I want to have your babies. What did he say? I want to share the rest of my life with you. I'm ready to build a happy, secure family together. So he is thinking about those things. And the feminine says, you are magnificent. You radiate so much love, warmth, and light. And I don't expect anything extravagant. Just being with you makes me happy. And I get so lost in your eyes. Time stops when we're together. One more. If something were to happen to me, know that I would be your spirit guide, always protecting you. Beautiful. So I feel like I didn't get her action, did I? I just realised I didn't get her actions, but we'll get that now. Her action towards the masculine. Yeah, I'm still caught on this. So it feels like to me he's still trying to wrap up something with that World card there. I feel like he is still trying to wrap up something in his life. He is working hard on something, trying to balance his life at the moment. So yeah, he's trying to find balance. And yeah, so what is the feminine's? And it could be nerves because he does know he's going to reach out to her soon. And what is the feminine's? Because it did say I'm about to break, weak. So I feel like he has been trying to be good and just work on himself, work hard. But yeah, there's a temptation there to reach out. So the feminine, what action will she take? Whoops. What action this month or this week will the feminines take? There's too many. They fly out everywhere. Divine Feminines, please. There's a lot going on in her mind right now. Divine Feminine. Oh, there it is. Wow, look at this, see? Envy. Every single day I feel worse about myself and my choices. This Divine Feminine is definitely this week internalizing. I think she's looking out towards him and the lovely life that he's building for himself, and you know, everything is chasing, and she's looking up to him, and she might be feeling envious even about other relationships, other twins out there who are in union, who have it all together, other feminines that have their, you know, life sorted. She just feels like at this time this week she might be questioning herself, might be feeling a bit down. Yeah, just questioning some things about herself, like, am I good enough? There might be something coming up for her that she just needs to heal this week regarding this. The Tower moment. Yeah, something might, yeah, what is this? Sudden, like, shake up for her emotionally. The Emperor and also the Knight of Wands. It feels like something is happening, like she has to be self-protective around this time. And the Knight of Wands can be a restless energy. So the Divine Feminines just maybe need to just be gentle with themselves. And I feel like there could be some shadows coming up for her where she's just dwelling on something from the past, it could be. And I want to get another card on that, please. This is the Aries energy, the Sagittarius energy, and we got the King of Pentacles. So she's trying to find stability. She might be, some of them could be with someone else, but yeah, I get this feeling that she's really conflicted this week. Trying to ground her energy, trying to rise above, be the Emperor in her life, you know, come into her own masculine energy and, yeah, ground herself and tell herself that, you know, everything's fine. But there is this feeling of there's a very important issue she just has to face this week within herself. And she might be trying to hold back on messaging him, or, you know, something that she might feel that she might regret if she says something to him. So what's the masculine's card? It's very weird energies this week. It's not a bad thing, but I feel like there is such, like, it doesn't feel completely aligned. The feminine is really struggling with something here and not necessarily feeling the best about herself. She's trying to come into like a king or a queen mode, okay? Like that masculine energy she wants to take on, I feel, so that she can take action and do the right things by herself practically. She doesn't want to be too caught up in those emotions. And there is maybe an obsessing, a dwelling on something, keeping an eye on him. What is he doing kind of thing. But he's come up with this, not this time. Not this time. So it's not the right time for, you know, the door's closed here. So it could be at the moment that he's just hiding in his four walls, whether it be his workplace or literally his house. You know, it could be symbolically, but, you know, it's like he's just not open fully to this. He's not opening that door fully to this just yet. And it could be that it is because he's picking up on this energy and he doesn't want to have that whole thing spiral out of control. Maybe he doesn't want to rock whatever's strong that he's working on here, because it does look like this energy feels like it could... it's hard to explain, guys. It's almost like within the feminines, there is this very deep-seated insecurity, like a vulnerability here, that she needs to know things. She needs to know things even if she doesn't think she'll like hearing what she's, you know. She might be in this space if she doesn't know everything going on in his life. She might be imagining things that are not even happening with a third party or just in his life in general. So She could really just be feeling a bit shut out at the moment and just feeling bad about herself and past choices, past conversations, things like that. She is feeling that she needs to get some shadows dealt with there. Yeah, wow, look at this. It just confirms it, guys. Sad, divine, feminine. Very much maybe going to the ocean, reflecting on things, just feeling really lost, feeling heartbroken, shattered, trying to ground, trying to find her place in the world, even just besides the twin flame connection. Just trying to find out, where does she really belong in this, okay, in her life, in her mission. Yeah, so, I mean, some masculines could be in a marriage, they could be in another connection, but this masculine's saying, I'm thinking about you, I want to return to you, I want to return to this, I want to have a family, but it's just not the right time, perhaps. We are going to get a timing card with my new cards, Divine Timing Oracle, that I just created just recently, and, yeah, it's exciting to use. So can we get an idea, perhaps with the masculine, when might he step forward to the feminine, please? Because we do see there's a temptation, there's that pull towards her. He wants to surrender to something here. He's about to break, you know. Let's see, when might that happen? When might he reach out to her? Thank you, angels. When might the masculine reach out? We've got 0. When might the masculine reach out? January, February, March. So when we look at the 0, I mean, that's kind of like the unknown as well. Can be seen as the unknown, like the various things happening behind the scenes that are not yet seen. See if we can get another one. Can we get another idea, please? January, February, or March? You could reach out. Can we have an idea, please, Spirit? Just another one for the masculine, when he may reach out to the feminine. Have a nice conversation with her. Open up a conversation. So we've got the number 7. So it could be the 7th of January, 7th of February, or the 7th of March. You could see it that way, guys. And the feminine, when might she... What are we going to ask about this? When might she be really open? No, not saying that. What are we asking here? When will she get out of this funk? Okay, and I know it's different for everyone because we all have a different healing stage and phases. But I do want to see, that is for some reason, I just want to see when might this lift for her, because it feels like a lot of the feminines, a certain wave in the collection, you know, of feminines are undergoing the same kind of thing. So let's see, what is the feminines? What's happening with this energy? Is it going to clear very soon, please? When might it clear? And it's saying the waning gibbous moon. I'm just going to grab something in a moment. The waning gibbous moon. So it could be the first waning gibbous moon from when you're watching this, okay? I'm going to have a look. So what I've got here for the waning gibbous moon, we've already had it for May. So this will be in June. So, you know, I'm taking this as the next, like the one after, like this one we've already had, the first one. So the first one coming up is on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th of June. So this could be a really significant 5 days for the feminine in June. So it's the first week basically in June, a bit over, and it's a time for self-reflection, and it's a time for rebirth as well. So it's a time for personal growth for the feminines, which I think is really beautiful. And it's going to be in, I'm just checking what I've written down, Capricorn for the 5th and 6th, and then it moves into Aquarius on the 7th and 8th, and then Pisces on the 9th, I think it is. And then we have our full moon. And what's that one in? I'm pretty sure that was in, what's the full moon in? Oh, I can't remember now. I've gone blank. I think it was Sagittarius, but I'd have to check again. But this is just really a transformative time for the feminines right here. So let's get some other cards. What have I got? We're getting more cards. Yes, we're going to get a guidance card. Whoops, hang on. Wow, my cards are flying everywhere today. Guidance card, thank you for the masculine. Oh, God, they're flying out everywhere. We got metamorphosis. Look at this. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. And I feel like that's what he's doing, is just on his own, very, very much on his own right now, just focusing and growing strong on his path, you know, transforming his life, working on himself in that hermit mode. And we've got the beautiful red. Look at that bold red. So this is all about belonging. It's about survival. It's our money, our abundance, our roots, okay? So I feel like the masculines are undergoing a massive change. I think Spirit is saying, like, the false beliefs here, once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. There's wisdom coming to him. And I feel like he's just got to remind himself of the hard work he's already achieved in life and just keep going with the goal, you know, with what he's trying to create in the world, because that's going to also help to raise his vibration, help him raise his esteem. And maybe it's important for some of the masculines to be in some kind of status, to have some kind of status for the world, to show even the feminine that I'm making it, I'm actually somebody, you know, in this world. And I'm doing what I love doing, and I want to keep creating. There's massive potential for the masculines to just keep going and be proud of themselves. And we've got the 11 here, which is the Justice card in the tarot. So it's all about balancing. It's that balancing, the karma. It's using your intuition, being the number 11 as well. So I feel like he's just trying to do the right thing, have integrity in life. And 13 is the death. So it's saying goodbye to the ego as well. So it's that ego death and being able to transform into someone who's very humble, very grounded, very down to earth, sticking to what he believes in life. And the feminines is inner life. Look at this, 43. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. So the feminines are coming into some kind of understanding and acceptance as to where they have come from with their generational stuff, and who they are at their core right now, what their true beliefs are right now. They're holding themselves accountable. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. See how she's holding on to all these rocks here? It's a burden on her back, but it can actually be transformed into wisdom, internal wisdom that she can, really reflect on as quite a beautiful part of her journey. So it's almost like when we look at our scars, you know, we can see them and want to turn away from them and think, oh my God, I feel ashamed by these. But at the end of the day, it really shows how resilient we have become. We have learned the lessons through certain trials and tribulations in our life, and we can sometimes be our own worst enemy. So it's just being able to be holding ourselves accountable, okay, to say, okay, I'm now going to step up and take responsibility for my part in the world where I know I need to be healing myself and maybe breaking patterns. Could be generational, you know, kind of like curses, you know, not so much curses, but the patterns, that cycle, okay. And I think that the feminines are really learning about their resilience, their strength, their self-love, not beating themselves up so much. So that's what Spirit is trying to say, like, look within at who you are, like, try and remember, rediscover why you're here, who you are, and how powerful of a person, of a spiritual being that you really are. You've come here to learn, you've come here to heal, not just yourself, but the world, whether it be Mother Nature or other people. It could be so many things here, but I feel like the feminines may have been running from themselves for a while, too scared to look within, feeling really ashamed, feeling bad, internalizing from any rejections that may have come from the masculine or other situations in their life. So there's a lot of triggers maybe this week for the feminine, things that she may have thought she dealt with, that's coming up, and the you know, angels are just saying, just sit with it and Don't beat yourself up, because this is just part of life. This is a part of the journey of life that we have to go through at times to understand something. We need to accept it. And sometimes we don't always understand it, but we just have to sit in it and reflect and just allow the answers to come to us as well, because we have it within us. We do have the answers within. So we're going to get some letters and charms right here. I just wanted to get one more message at the end of this. I'm going to get some charms here. So we have, right here, we have got a beer. So someone might like drinking beer. And yeah, someone might have an addiction with alcohol. We've got a rag doll. Someone might own a pussycat. And we've got this, oh, look at this, both of them together right here. They don't normally come out together because they're like separated now. But this is a sea turtle. So someone could live overseas from each other. It's just a really, patience is required, and we're just meant to enjoy the journey. Just enjoy the journey, you know, sightsee along the way. Just pay attention to things that are beautiful in our life, and not be so tunnel vision with the end result so much. Sometimes we just got to stop and smell the roses and just allow life to unfold naturally. And whilst that's happening, really be in the present moment and just love what we're seeing and the people we're meeting and the lessons that are coming in. But it definitely shows that for some of you, there is this overseas connection. Someone might live near the ocean. And we've also got this little world. I see it as the world. This marble here looks like the world. So worlds apart. You could definitely be worlds apart right now. You know, long distance. Got money. Someone's working on their money, which we see the masculine is doing especially. And this is the windmill. So somebody in Holland, Sweden, or the rural countryside could live in a rural countryside, a beautiful greenery. We've also got the Cancer crab. So someone could be a Cancerian. Or live near the ocean. Once again, someone might be coming out of their shell very soon. And we've got hope. So there's hope in this connection. Someone might work in an office environment, or they might send an attachment to your email or an inbox, you know, messenger, whatever it might be. And we've got the lady beetle. So I love this ladybug. So it represents friendship. I feel like it's friendship. And not being afraid to show who you truly are, all your uniqueness, everything. And we've got the guardian angel here. So guardian angels are with you right now, protecting this connection as well. Okay. So what I got here is a VB, which is so funny because that's the brand of an Australian beer. VB, but anyway, we've got VB, U, W, J, H, M, Y, D, L, X, and an R. Now, these could be their initials, first, middle, or last name. Could be an initial of a country they live in, or town, city, street, you name it. What do we got? We've only got a U, have we, as in a vowel here. Yep. So some of them love your bum. They're a real bum person. That's so funny. That's the first thing I saw. Yeah, it's hard to see when there's only just one vowel, really. Yes, it's very hard with just one vowel. Someone might feel a little bit dumb. I've got D-U-M-B, dumb, at the moment. It could be the feminine because she's really feeling in that energy. It might just be something she's just trying to work out and just not feeling very good about herself at all this week. But they're not. They're so clever, and, you know, and we got the hum here as well. Hum. So someone could be humming just, I think it's the masculine. I'm seeing him humming while he's working. He's in a happy mood, I'm telling you. He's really happy with whatever's going on in his life right now. And he's reminiscing and thinking about the feminine, which I think is just beautiful. So we've got an X, L, R, V, Y, W, B, J, D, H, U, and an M. We're going to get some numbers and some attributes. So let's get some numbers. This could be their postcode, numbers in a phone number. We've got a 5 and a 3. Could be an age, birth date. Doesn't have to be in order. I've got a 6, 0536 and another 5. Oh gosh, I gotta do it. And another 5. 3 5s. You might be seeing 5 5 5s. We've got a 3 and one more, please, Spirit. Oh, there's another one come out, has it? Oh no. No, that's it. 9. So 05365539. We're going to get some attributes, guys. You would believe what I put them in. Oh my God, I've had so many. I had to put them in a jar. It's so funny, isn't it? Like, that's so funny. It makes me laugh. This was my cookie jar. So this is exciting, guys. Look at them all. Oh my gosh. So many in there. So what are we going to find out today about the twins? This could be so many. Oh my gosh. My camera just turned off. All right, let's have a look. So exciting. Oh, someone's wearing a mask. Could be the feminine, because we did see that deceive, secrets. She's hiding away a little bit, so it could be her. Someone is writing about you, songs, journaling, poetry, texting others. So could be the masculine or feminine that's writing about you. They're writing about you. So they could be writing a song if they're creative. They could be journaling in a diary or writing out like poetry, or they could be talking about you to others, like texting other people about you. We've got plays an instrument. Look at that. Definitely makes sense if they're writing songs about you. Plays an instrument. Z could be a significant initial or letter in their name. Has cried over you. Oh, England could be a connection here. F is another letter. And we've got returning love. Yeah, they want to return to you. Looks like they are. And a free spirit. We saw that with the masculine seeing the feminine in this way. Busy. I reckon that's the masculine getting all busy. Someone who's a busy person. An air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we've got a creative person. I think they're both creative. We've got a tradie. Could be a tradesperson. Someone who's into football. Someone who lives east somewhere, and north. Could be northeast or, north or east. Valentine romance. Oh my gosh. So there could be Valentine's Day. That was quite significant for you guys. Or it just feels like a Valentine romance. So beautiful. They might be tall. And we've got transparent. So I feel like somebody wants to be transparent. We've got a wife, so they want to make you their wife, or they have a wife. Poetic. Interesting saying writing about poetry. Israel. And we've got country drives. Loves country drives. Deja vu feeling going on here. Holds a happy persona. And we see the masculine in that happy energy as well. So putting on that real happy face. Thinks you're a blessing. And I think that's it. I felt like I had to draw a couple more. Hang on a minute. I felt like I had to. Italy and Spain and Switzerland. So weird how they're coming out together. So there's other places. These could be places they've been born in, have grown up in, have visited, want to take you on a holiday. Could be anything there, guys. Let's get one last message. So amazing. So the masculines, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So I feel like he's really quite a deep thinker. He understands this, that when we leave this earth plane, all the stuff that's here is just temporary, but the love in your hearts for each other are always together. You're always together. It's always there. So he knows that soul to soul, the feminine, is connected with him. He knows that no matter where they go in life, they're always connected. And the feminine, whoopsies, hang on. The feminine, and that could be something he's also learning for some masculines right now who have been very caught up in the whole physical world, materialistic, chasing dreams and money. It could be that kind of thing as well, that he's starting to realize that that's not everything. That's not everything. Oh my gosh, hang on a moment. Right, let's get the feminine message. I'm getting tired now. Beautiful piece, Dove. Look at that. New beginning. A new adventure awaits, feminines. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So beautiful. So she's ready to embrace this new beginning. She just needs to face some things first in those shadows there. And it looks like some amazing transformation is occurring right here for them both. I hope this has resonated, guys. It's been an interesting reading this week, and I look forward to connecting with you guys next time as usual. Love and blessings.